What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fish and GrubbZ. We're going to be short and quick with this episode, guys. I bought a couple of cod jigs today, and we are going to modify them. Now, this is just your traditional A87. We're not going to do a lot to this one, but we are going to add on to it. And then this is a 300 gram cod jig, just like your traditional, I don't, maybe this is Norwegian, I don't even know which one this is. Alright, don't quote me on that, I don't freaking know. But we have a diamond jig here, and then the cod jig here. What we're going to do here is we're going to put some different hooks on these things. I've been seeing a lot of guys absolutely slaying the cod and sea bass, all sorts of fish, using this style of hook, like on the braided line here, and basically free moving from the jig. There's literally no way these fish can get leverage on your jig with this style of hook. I mean, I'm sure there is a way, but it would take them a lot more. Now, I went with the BKK. BKK is probably some of the nicest hooks we have over at Crafty. These things are phenomenal. They just look so nice. Now, I went with the 5.0. These are jigging assist hooks, hand ground point, natural fibers, and these ones glow. I got them. These ones have like a nice, like, feathered tail to them. Just take a look at these puppies. They look so good, and you can't even see the hook. This is gonna be, it's just gonna get destroyed. These things are gonna get chewed up. Absolutely chewed. Okay, so we're gonna pop these open. We got 3 of them. Now, just check out the actual size of these 5.0s. These are super strong. You could definitely use these on tuna. You could replace your tuna jigs with these BKKs. These are just sick with it. So, what you're going to need to do this is this kind of style. You don't need the BKKs, but you need, the hooks that are on the line, the braided line. That's going to make it so these fish can't get any leverage. Then I got some hyper wire split rings. We're going to need split rings, and then I went with solid rings. Now we're going to attach the hooks to the solid rings to the split rings to the jig. And that is exactly how they do it on all these tuna jigs. I was inspecting the tuna jigs, seeing how they attach them, because I wanted to attach these hooks to this jig here and to the top of this jig here. That's our goal. That's our goal today, folks. Alright, so let's get this done. I also bought some really nice AFW ball bearing swivels. These are size 3. 130 pound test, so we're looking just fine. Got our split ring pliers, going to need some of those. First thing I'm going to do is take this big treble hook off. That's numero uno. I'm going to attach the hyper wires on both sides. Like that, hyper wire on there. After looking at this on this giant split ring, I'm thinking I should have went with the hyper wire just a touch bigger, but you live and you learn. At least for this jig. I think this is going to be the perfect size for the other jig, but whatever. Now we're going to put this split ring to the top of this. We're going to get out our swivels. Slap a couple swivels on here. And that's how we're going to do that. Right there. We're going to do the same thing to this jig. Just like that. Swivels on the top. There's already a swivel on the bottom of this one, so this hook can spin freely. And we're going to leave this hook here. I love the chartreuse. It's actually been working really well for Johnny Boy the past couple trips, so we're going to leave that color right there. Next, we are going to take the solid rings and we're going to attach our 3 hooks to these. Just like that. So take your hook, place it through, and then you need to get all of this lovely furry stuff through. So if you wet it, it'll make it a little bit easier. And then cinch it up. Just like that. So you get all 3 of those. There you have it. 1, 2, 3. Now, I'm going to put split rings on each one of these. Oh, except for one. No, I'm going to put split rings on all. No, except for one. Put split rings on 2 of them. Alright, so we have 2 that are just like that. And on the bottom one here, this is the bottom of the jig, we're going to just put that last hook. This is now the bottom of our cod jig, right here. Sweet. Now we're going to add another hook to the top. So now we have 2 hooks, one on the top, one on the bottom, very similar to if you were going for tuna. That way, wherever these fish hit this jig, there is a really good chance they're going to get hooked up and not be able to get themselves unpinned. Then we also have the swivel at the top to connect to our line. And that is jig number 1. Now let's finish up jig number 2. And there you have it, folks. Jig number 2. Top hook here, bottom hook here, and a swivel at the top that we added. So those are our 2 modified cod jigs. We're going to go out tomorrow, hopefully not get them stuck on the bottom of the ocean, and give them a field test, and I will report to you on the next saltwater video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Fish on!
Wonder if all my bad decisions get accounted in the algorithms. No statistician could dissuade me from my bigger vision. I know my occupation's quite an unlikely place in this world to occupy and talk about upon a daily basis. Our information's predetermined by some biased business. We all in sermon to silicon that push out lovely neighbors. I'm done with paper chasing, think I'm on to bigger banquets. This that full circle, new wave, energy on a Tuesday.